This video has been put together to help the karateka learn some of the more advanced kata in our syllabus. This training aid will only be of use to you if you follow up with dedicated training. Your skills must be tempered in the dojo under the watchful eye of your sensei. If you do not train, you cannot hope to improve. Kata is a pre-arranged series of moves which teach the karateka how to defend themselves. It is important to remember that all kata are extremely complex, as each one is a standalone fighting system. Therefore, it is in the learning of bunkai, or applications of the kata sequences, that the karateka gains the majority of their skill. As it would be impossible to give adequate explanation of even some of these in this short video, the student should be able to use this video to help them learn the sequences of moves so they can follow up in the dojo where their instructor can give in-depth tuition about the kata. So throughout this video, you will be given instructions which help to learn the moves but give little insight. Do not be put off. This is the way traditional karate has always been taught. Basai Dai is relatively simple to learn and, like all kata, is difficult to understand because of its many bunkai, or applications. It is used in our system as a grading requirement for Shodan Ho, provisional black belt, for students under the age of 13 and up to 3rd Kyu, brown belt for seniors. From the bow in, the opening move is often referred to as a salute. The left foot moves into the right and the hands come up so they are in front of the mouth, right hand a fist and the left covering it. The hands pull back while the right knee is brought up and finishes 45 degrees to the front. Step forward and perform Marote-uke, reinforced block, and finish in Kosa Dutch, or cross-legged stance, with the right leg in front. Note that the left shin is being driven into the right calf. The next move is performed directly behind. The left leg steps into Zenkutsu Dutch, long forward stance, and the left hand strikes Uchi-uke, followed by the right hand doing the same technique. In the reverse angle, note the action of the hips with each block. The back leg steps across 2 shoulder widths and turns into Zenkutsu Dutch while striking Soto-uke. Again note the position of the hips. This is something you should be looking for in all kata. The right hand now strikes Uchi-uke. The next move is to the right. The front foot comes in and the head turns to face that direction as the right hand prepares on the left shoulder and strikes Gedanbarai. Step forward into Zenkutsu Dutch and strike Soto-uke with the right hand. Note the left hand remains on the hip throughout. Watch the hips again as the left hand blocks Uchi-uke. The back leg comes up so the body faces the front in Haiku Dutch, while the blocking hand goes on top of the returned hand. The top hand opens, with fingers pointing upward, and strikes forward Tate-uke, vertical hand block. From this position, the right hand punches Chudansuki, before moving across to Uchi-uke. Importantly with this sequence, the body is in Haiku Dutch on the punch, while the knees bend more to allow the hips to turn through 45 degrees on the Uchi-uke. The same is now performed on the other side. Step right foot forward into Kokutsu Dutch, striking Shuto-uke. Now strike twice more forward and once backward in the same way. The next sequence is a wrist lock maneuver. The hand starts by coming down to the inside of the back knee. The body weight comes forward into an inline Zenkutsu Dutch, the feet remaining stationary, whilst the right hand is moved to beside the front knee, and up to meet the other hand so that the lower forearms touch. Both hands now move together over to the right hand side, before the right hand pulls back and suppresses forward. In the reverse angle, the movement of the hands and shifting of weight becomes clearer. The back leg strikes Kansetsugeri, joint kick, whilst the hands pull into the hip. Having pulled the kicking leg back, step down and strike Shuto-uke in Kokutsu Dutch with the left hand, followed by another Shuto-uke stepping forward. The lead foot draws back and hands return to the hips, which now move upwards and outwards to perform a double Jodanage-uke. Now strike forward, double hammer fist strike, Tetsuriuchi, to the kidneys in Zenkutsu Dutch. The back heel rises up to bend the back leg, so that the leg can be used to propel the body forward as the right hand strikes Chudanzuki. In the reverse angle, watch the action of that back leg carefully, especially as it draws up after the strike. Stepping the back leg across, the right hand strikes Taisho, or palm heel, to the groin. The other hand draws up to the right ear. Both hands grip and close. Before the front foot draws up to the rear and the hands pull apart, the right hand finishing behind and the left ending up as Gedanbarai. The right leg strikes with an outside crescent kick, Mikazuki Geri, followed by the right hand passing the shoulder and striking Gedanbarai. Looking behind, both arms draw up to in front of the chest, right on top of left. The bottom arm straightens and moves around with high shuuke, backhand block, with the right hand returning to the hip. Another right Mikazuki Geri, into the open hand this time, followed by Mawashi Empi, round elbow strike. Triple block, a combination of 3 Gedanbarai performed one after the other. The reverse angle shows the action of the arms. The circular movement of the blocks is essential to the applications, or bunkai. Draw up to the left foot, facing behind, feet together in Hisoku Dutch, with both hands returning to the left hip, right hand on top. Step out into Zenkutsu Dutch, striking Awasezuki, double or combined punch. Then draw back with the hands on the right hand side. Left Mikazuki Geri to Awasezuki, as before, and repeat on the other side. Here the position of the hands and striking points becomes clearer. The right hand is going to strike Gedanuke. This move is done to the front, so the left foot steps across in line with the right. This is followed immediately by Uchiuke, finishing in Zenkutsu Dutch. Repeat the sequence on the other side. Pull up to the leading foot and step out into Kokutsu Dutch, striking Shutauke on a 45-degree angle to the front. The front foot moves back and out so that the body is facing 45 degrees to the rear. Critically, the hands stay still. Using Suriashi, or sliding step, strike in the direction the head is facing, 45 degrees to the left, with Shutauke, again in Kokutsu Dutch. Finish the kata by returning to the opening salute and bow out.